service entrance is defined as wires or cables entering the building, terminated to the main cross-connecting point within the building from the nearest telephone facility. Aerial entrance, means of providing service aerially from a pole to a building. Size of the entrance conduit shall not less than 50 mm in diameter. Recommended initial conduit should not be capable of handling the ultimate telephone requirement of the building. Generally, the maximum span from telephone pole to a building should be minimum recommended separation. 1. Minimum clearances between telephone, cable and power entrance must be 1 mm radial distance. 2. Minimum clearance from ground level when crossing the street must be 5.5 meters. 3. Minimum clearance over areas accessible to pedestrians only must be 3. Underground service entrance. Provide mechanical protection and minimize the need for possible subsequent repairs to the property. Corrosion-resistant material, PVC duct, should not include more than 2 90-degree bends. Metallic conduit, to be reamed, bushed and/or capped. Minimum depth 600 mm under areas used for vehicular traffic inside private property. Conduits placed on a private property must not be terminated in joint-use manholes with electrical cables. Conduits should not be separated from power conduits by not less than 1. 300 mm in well-tamped earth. 2. 50 mm of concrete with a pressure of 17,237.5 kg. When to use handholds. For entrance cable not exceeding 50 pairs, 0.65 mm in diameter. For pull-through or straight-run entrance cable, minimum size of handholds. For vehicular, 0.61 by 0.91 by 0.91 meter. For non-vehicular, 0.61 by 0.91 by 0.73 meter. Main terminals may either be placed in an indoor-type DP or a cross-connect point within the building. It is a point where cable from telco and the in-building distribution system are terminated. Requirements: location should be dry and located as close as possible to the central point of the riser cable distribution facilities. Location should be equipped with adequate lighting and located 2.6 meters min above floor finish. Location should be accessible to authorized company personnel even during off hours and under lock and key or the terminations under lockable cover. Location should have enough working space in front of all terminations, normally 900 mm and away from all hazards. Location should be closely protected in areas where possible physical damage may arise. Provide with a 12 mm diameter non-metallic conduit to an approved ground connections. To house the 14 square millimeters, 4.2 mm diameter, ground wire. Types of main terminals. Main telephone terminal cabinet, MTTC, required for terminating entrance cables using one or more terminal blocks. The color for the entrance terminal is white, yellow for house or riser and blue for other special services like data and computer. Riser system is defined as the vertical and horizontal distribution of telephone communication lines between two or more floors or adjoining premises on the same floor of a building, generally originating at or near the cabinet up to the telephone terminal or outlet. Types of riser system. 1. Open riser, usually extends from the ground to the rooftop of the building with no floor separations, similar to a ventilating shaft. Telephone cable is not permitted in unless placed in metallic conduit. 2. Closed riser, consists of a series of telephone terminal cabinets, closets vertically or non-vertically aligned, usually beginning at the ground floor and extending throughout the height of the building. The cabinets, closets may be interconnected through the floors with the use of slots, conduits and pipe sleeves. Types of distribution system. 1. Conduit system provides concealment of the wires with the least flexibility. 2. Underfloor duct system, comprise of two components: distribution ducts and feeder header ducts. Depending on floor structure, they may be designed into a 1 or 2 level system. 3. Ceiling system, serves the same floor where the cables, wires. 4. Cellular floor system, comprise of two distinct components, distribution cells and feeder header ducts. Depending on the floor structure, the distribution cells may be constructed of steel or concrete. 5. Unlimited access. Raised floor is a floor assembly elevated with respect to an existing area, providing unlimited accessible space under the floor. This has been used for computer rooms and office space. Difference between cabinet and closet. Cabinet is typically a box type made of steel or fiberglass, usually prefabricated in standard sizes with cover and knockout holes for in-building telephone distribution. It is either flush or surface mounted, while closet is a room or shallow enclosure which is normally enclosed by a door or series of doors in the case of a shallow closet. 2 basic types: a shallow closet, which varies from 460 to 760 mm in depth; a walk-in closet, which is 1,200 mm or more in depth.
Are mobile towers harmful in residential areas? Some people say it's not harmful because 1. It's a microwave. They don't feel it. But others claim and believe that these are harmful for us humans. Here are the reasons why.
If you go for expert advice, they would tell you that living within 50 meters of a mobile tower is like being stuck in a microwave oven for the entire day.
Unauthorized construction. Out of all mobile towers in metropolitan cities, a shocking 45% of them are illegal.
Other issues. While cancer is the biggest threat to the people living near a mobile phone tower, there are also some other health issues.
Birds on the go. The most notable effect of mobile tower radiation has been seen on birds.
On children and unborn. Children have thinner skulls and are hence known to be more affected by radiation from mobile towers.
Norms are effective. There is very negligible amount of harmful radiation created amid our mobile phone towers, which do not have a greater coverage area. The frequency is very low, making the norms far more effective than to leave us worrying about cancer and other health issues that there are only known to happen.
Authorization. After compliance from the residential, many legal mobile towers were sealed in the year 2013. Now, the company needs to get various type of clearances from various departments and strictly check the environment and the tower capacity before giving it a go.
Heavy fine imposed on trespassers. Heavy fines and punishments are now imposed on legal construction of mobile towers, which has effectively lessened the whole fiasco about harmful radiation in residential areas.
You are exposed to 100 million times more electromagnetic radiation than your grandparents were, and part of the reason is radiation from cell phone towers and microwave antennas.
Health effects. The microwaves from cell phone towers can interfere with your body's own EMFs, causing a variety of potential health problems including
Headaches, memory loss,
cardiovascular stress,
low sperm count,
birth defects, and cancer.
How to protect yourself and your family. Guys, no ka, family, yuhan nyo na yung sarang cellphone na muna tiran. Siyempre, di radiation ka nakikisan na nakapos tayo.
Kanhan yung i-expose yan adding yung picor.
Ang muna tao, pinagapay medgarot, kaya baka makasinger ka pinagtakil.
Ano ba? Hanggang kayo, ayaw nga, cha-charge.
Tapos laptop ka, hamoy pang parabaw dito yung mga makapabaw.
Kitikan mo.
So, na kami ti group ti IE103 nga discuss ti about safety
on towers.
I'm Fredo.
I'm Pe.
I'm Alvin. I'm Errol.
I'm Alfred.
I'm Dave. Samuel.
No, it's Dave.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for
Bye.
watching and hope you like it.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to Smart!
Tower!